Welcome into another video in my series where we're going through and testing all the weapons inside of Black Ops 6 to see how viable these weapons are for you to be using inside of the Zombies game mode. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you are subscribed with those bell notifications turned on so you're not going to miss out any future uploads from myself on Black Ops 6 Zombies. As well, down below in the description, you can find the link for my streams. I stream on Mondays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I stream on Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. Pacific and noon Eastern. I stream everything from Black Ops 6 Zombies all the way through to custom zombie maps and generally have a blast. Hope to see you all dive into there. Now, before we get into anything review related, I just wanted to mention that I did take some time off for the holidays, and I hope that each and every one of you had an absolutely amazing Christmas and holiday season. So thank you so very much, and I hope you guys all got everything you were looking for under your Christmas tree for presents. Alright, so review related things, let's get to the Kompact-92. Now what you're looking at on screen was the latest changes that they made to this weapon, just so you guys are up to date. Now what we're going to be looking at today is the 3-round burst mod conversion that came in season with the Archie's Festive Frenzy event. I've completed that, and so we do have this reward unlocked, and you can find it right here inside of the Archie's Festival Frenzy event right there, and that's what it looks like, so you know where to find it. And then the 3-round burst mod converts weapons primary firing mode into 3-round burst, blocks under barrel and barrel attachments. So in today's video, we're going to have a look at just this, the SMG, the Kompact-92. We're going to take this to maximum damage output inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies and see just how viable this weapon is for you to use. So you should have a really good feel for how this performs inside of Zombies, and at the end of the video after exfil, you should be able to make up your mind on whether or not this SMG is going to be a viable option for you to be running inside of your Black Ops 6 Zombies games. So without further ado, let's dive into the Kompact-92 3-round burst conversion kit review video today. Welcome into today's video. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I truly do appreciate that. So let's take a look at the Kompact-92 SMG with the Archie's Frenzy event 3-round burst mod equipped, and let's just see how this mod is going to make this weapon perform inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. So we're looking at what, 163 critical damage just off the hop with this, which is definitely awesome to see. Grabbed our free 100 essence, which I always do when I come into Citadelle. I think that's definitely something nice, you know, to get you off to a quick start with an extra 100 essence. Definitely nice, but looking at a solid 163 critical damage right off the rip with this burst mod on the SMG. So let's push through and do one of the favorite things I love to do inside this map, which is crank this lion cannon. Go ahead and fire it off at the castle so we can blast open the doors to the castle and make our way inside. I truly hope that in our next Black Ops 6 Zombies map that we have some sort of cool map opening sequence or something like that. I think that's definitely awesome. Alright, so the next thing on the list to do is to go ahead and increase the damage output by 1 by putting on green rarity on this SMG, and that takes us from 163 on a critical hit, and we are pushing it now up to 263. So let's go ahead and see how this handles the Pack-a-Punch Doppelgeist. Let's see, 244... Definitely does some good damage when you're able to hit the critical shots on the Doppelgeist, that's for sure. Like, I was feeling pretty comfortable seeing the damage when hitting the crit shots on this, so this definitely wasn't much of a struggle. I was just kind of weaving in and out to kind of get some space so I could get in my critical shots, but there we go. That was Pack-a-Punch, a Doppelgeist finished off with really not much stress, only being green rarity, and to have the damage output we're looking at in the mid to high 200s, just green rarity without being Pack-a-Punch at all was definitely encouraging numbers to see, and kind of made me want to push on through and see just, you know, what we can do with this weapon as we go ahead and increase the damage output on it as we progress through the match. And this time I just wanted to say a big thank you, and I hope everybody had an amazing holidays. I took an extended bit of a break, about 5 days off to kind of just enjoy some time with family, the community, and you know, just overall just take a break before we get back into things heading into the new year for 2025. So now we push through to round 7, and let's see how green rarity on this SMG handles, you know, the crowd that is round 7. I mean, not much of an issue there. That was definitely pretty awesome to see. 244 is what we're looking at for critical damage at green rarity. So definitely something I felt comfortable with at this stage. It was definitely doing some substantial damage to the zombies. Like, I was feeling really confident. I know it's only round 7, but to be dishing out those kind of damage numbers just at green, I was excited to see what we're going to get by pushing it now up to the blue rarity and seeing what kind of damage numbers can we create here. 326 is what we're looking at a critical shot. Just blue rarity, so that's definitely not bad. Like, that was almost 100 damage increase by just putting on blue rarity, which was pretty impressive. So let's advance the rounds a couple. Here we are in round 9, and what are we looking at? We do have Deadshot Daiquiri, which pushed it up to 376, I believe. Let's see, 376, I think, is the maximum you're looking at. So blue rarity with Deadshot now pushes it up to 366. Definitely some good numbers. Like, that's pretty strong damage at 366 damage on a critical shot with just blue. So let's go ahead and dive down to Pack-a-Punch and see what kind of damage numbers we're looking at now that we have this Pack-a-Punched. Also, if you didn't know, you can inspect your weapon while taking the slide, which I thought was kind of cool. So let's head back into the spawn area. And let's go ahead and advance some rounds now. Here we are, round 14. We're looking at 669 damage on a critical shot at pack 1, just blue. We do have Deadshot Daiquiri, so keep that in mind. But that's some pretty substantial damage. I was definitely feeling comfortable here using this on round 14. So Pack-a-Punched, and before Pack-a-Punched, it is a 3-round burst, but you can hold down the trigger, and it'll just continue to burst fire for you. So that's definitely something that I was nice and happy to see, because, you know, I'm not a big fan of burst weapons to begin with, but if you have to continually be firing the burst weapons, I find them to be even more annoying to use. So knowing that I can just hold down the trigger using this was awesome. So now we went ahead and grabbed our epic rarity on this SMG, pushed through the rounds to round 16 to see how this handles our very first amalgam coming at us with no ammo mods on this weapon at all. We're just pack 1 and epic. And the only other extra damage thing we would have is going to be Deadshot, which added a little bit more damage, critical damage to our zombies. Here we are throwing down some Molotovs to go ahead and cause some extra carnage, which is definitely awesome. And you can see we're doing 1,004 critical damage, it looks like, on our amalgam when we're able to hit the critical shots. Let's see, 1,004. Did I see a 13? No, I think that was a 300 behind it. But there's the amalgam. We took him out on round 16. Really not much trouble at all. Yeah, 1,004 I think is what we're looking at for maximum damage output epic pack 1, which is pretty substantial. As you can see, like, I wasn't really struggling to dish out the damage to the crowd control, to armored zombies, the amalgam that was coming at us on this round. Not much of a struggle. So let's push through and see what we get when we go to Pack-a-Punch level 2 and epic. Now, I did want to mention that this is also something I really enjoy, because Pack-a-Punched, the build I have for you today, lets you have 120 rounds in your magazine, which is definitely awesome. So there we are, pack 2 epic, and I think I saw 2009 is what we're looking at for damage. 2009. Let's see. I wonder what are we gonna get. 1500, 1566, 1566, 2009, 1300. So it looks like 2009 is maximum critical damage at pack 2 epic with the 3-round burst mod on this SMG, which is definitely some good damage, especially when you got 120 rounds in your magazine. Like, you're going to be able to handle a lot of zombies before you're going to have to head off and visit an ammo cache, which is definitely an advantage in Black Ops 6. To not have to leave your fight or your train and make your way over to pick up ammo can be a huge bonus in Black Ops 6 Zombies. At least for me, that's something I've noticed. So here we are now. Let's go backtrack and collect up all of that lovely loot that our zombies have dropped. And let's turn around now and focus in fire and see if we can't clear out the rest of round 20 at pack 2 epic on this SMG with the burst fire mod, which definitely is dishing out some damage. And I was kind of concerned that it would really, you know, hamper fire rate by putting on the burst fire mod, but I definitely wasn't feeling it. Like, it felt just fine to be using this. I felt like the fire rate was definitely quick enough to be able to handle everything that was coming at me. All right, so now we had accumulated enough salvage to go ahead and take this weapon to legendary rarity, and we are pack 2. So let's see, what kind of damage are we looking at? 2,679? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So let's push through a little bit further. Here we are in round 24 now. And let's see, what kind of damage are we looking at? We're not going down that way. There's our doppelganger. Holy smokes. The Lightmen kicked in from Elemental Pop and just absolutely wrecked that doppelgast. So definitely, if you're looking to make easy work of the new enemy type on Citadelle, highly recommend that you run the Lightmend ammo mod on your weapons, which will make very easy work of the doppelgasts. And if you're struggling with the amalgams on Citadelle, make sure you are running Dead Wire on one of your weapons, as they are weak to that, so that you can go ahead and make easy work of the amalgams when you're running on Citadelle. But I mean, you can see here we are in round 24. We've got a huge herd of zombies coming at us, and we're just kind of slowly walking backwards, pushing through and firing off the damage into the crowd, and having not much problem at all. Definitely wasn't really struggling using this weapon today with the ammo mod, like the fire mode. I was really interested, and like I said earlier in the video, burst fire weapons are not, some of my favorite weapons to use. So I was not expecting that this would be something I would kind of enjoy using, or that I felt was honestly going to be a viable option to use. Like, I just felt like putting a burst fire on this was actually going to hamper the weapon more than make it better. But so far, it's been pretty decent. So let's go ahead and take this thing to maximum damage output inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. We are legendary. We are pack 3, and we are looking at 5,359 critical damage per shot. That is some pretty substantial damage. So round 25, we have our Wonder Fizz machine show up, and let's go ahead and grab the rest of our perks so that we have all of that on there. And we also have a ammo mod on there now. We got Light Mend on there now, so push through the rounds a little bit further. Here we are on round 27, and let's see what kind of critical damage we are looking at with this SMG now. 5,359 critical damage per shot. So what does that, calculate into for damage that you can do with this SMG per magazine? So if you're able, let's just say hypothetically, that you can go ahead and be a demon and hit 120 critical shots with your SMG in a full magazine at 5,359 damage per critical shot, you're going to be able to create an astronomical 643,000 damage per magazine with this 3-round burst mod on this compact SMG inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, which is remarkable damage output. I mean, to be over 500,000 damage per magazine, a maximum damage output inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, for me, definitely, makes weapons a viable option. I mean, you're going to be able to create an absolute boatload of carnage without having to reload and just continuously firing into the crowd control that you have behind you, the zombies that are causing problems in front of you. You're definitely going to be able to make easy work of all of that with the amount of damage that you can do per magazine. I mean, here we are in round 27, pretty much standing and just dishing out the damage. We've got 2 amalgams in the area this round coming at me. So I was kind of interested to see how we're going to be able to handle, the crowd control that comes with being on round 27, the armored zombies that you're going to be seeing as you push up through the rounds inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. We're now past round 25, which is where the difficulty ramps up yet again inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. So again, you want to be on the move a lot, especially I feel like that is very important on this map, Citadelle, as I feel like the zombies respawn very quickly. So if you are pushing through the map at a very quick rate, you're going to find that the zombies behind you will despawn and then respawn in the new area, which is something I noticed that is fairly unique to this map compared to, say, Terminus or, say, Liberty Falls. Let me know in the comments if you noticed that as well while playing Citadelle, because this is something I feel personally that I've noticed on this map. But if you're able to continually just keep moving around and avoid the zombies, you know, with this damage output on this weapon, you should have not much problem at all. I mean, was that 3,000 at range, 5,000? Yeah, this is just absolutely amazing. We're at almost 800 damage on armored zombies before you get out the armor off them and you're able to get the critical shot. Definitely a viable option. I felt really good using it. It's also an SMG, so you don't have much issue as far as mobility or just being mobile while using this weapon. So at this point, there wasn't really much left for me to show you, as the goal of the video is to take the weapon to maximum damage inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, see what those numbers are, and let you all know what kind of damage this weapon is capable of. It is up to you all if you choose to decide to use this weapon or not. I'm just here to give you guys the information and let you know that I feel like this is definitely something that is a viable option to be using inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Now, as far as high rounds go, in my opinion, with this game, as far as bullet weapons past round 40, in my opinion, there's not many, if any, that are going to be a viable option to be going past those rounds. The new AMR Mod 4 sniper rifle can definitely carry you pretty far, possibly into the 50s, but even then, that bullet weapon will start to drop off, and you're going to be looking at score streaks and traps. But overall, this Kompact-92 with, I guess we're going to call it an aftermarket conversion kit, I guess, with the 3-round burst mod, definitely a weapon that you all should give a shot to if you finish the Archie's event and take it into your games, and I think you'll really enjoy it. I felt like it was making this SMG a little bit more accurate, as when you fire your shots, instead of firing, you know, just the one, you're hitting with 3 shots because of the burst fire. So it definitely felt a little bit stronger for me today inside of my runs, just to let you all know. But as I always do at the end of every single video, we will go through the build that I used for today's run, so you guys can go ahead and make any changes to that need to be made in the comment section, where we can work together to make sure that we all have one amazing build to use on this SMG inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. As well, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share the videos, as that is the best way to get in for the last Black Ops 6 Vault Edition giveaway that happens when the channel reaches 7,000 subscribers, as a massive thank you for all the support over the past year. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.